This is Beth, and welcome to In the Line of Faith. Tonight, Matt is talking about the world's version of happiness and what it can cost us when we spend our lives chasing it. The world tells us what success should look like, what possessions prove that we have made it, what appearance earns attention, what status makes us important, and what temporary pleasures are supposed to make life worth living. But what happens when those promises never fulfill us? What happens when every reward demands another piece of our peace, health, relationships, values, and identity? Tonight's episode is called Falling Off the Edge. It is about reaching the point where the world has taken everything we were willing to trade for happiness and then asks us to trade who we are. Here is Matt.
Welcome back to In the Line of Faith, everybody. Recently, I was listening to one of our previous episodes, which I rarely do. I've probably heard 3 out of the 63 because I don't like listening. Like, I'm the same way with the music I put out. Once I release it, I very rarely ever go back and hear it again. And when I do, it's brand new to me, you know. But anyway, I wanted to listen for quality's sake, because I had not listened to one in a long time, and I wanted to make sure that volumes and all that were good. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. I heard myself say something in one of the episodes, and it hit me different than it did when I said it. It said, or I said rather, keep chasing the world's joy, and eventually you'll run off the edge of yourself. When I heard that as a listener, it struck me different. It got me to thinking that, falling off the edge of yourself usually isn't one sudden dramatic moment in time. It's not one catastrophic failure that changes everything overnight. It's a slow process. And that's part of what makes it dangerous. And it happens when you chase the world's version of happiness until you've spent your body, your peace, your values, your relationships, and even who you are, trying to reach a finish line that moves every 24 hours. See, the world keeps handing us substitutions. The world tells you that more money will make you secure, or more attention will make you valuable, or that more pleasure will make you feel fulfilled. But the finish line for those things keeps moving, right? You make enough to survive, okay? You're making enough to survive, and then all of a sudden survival is no longer good enough. Can't just be thankful for what you have, which is enough. I'm not saying that everybody has enough. I know there's homeless people. Let's stay on track here. I'm talking about for normal folk like you and me. Sometimes just having what you have and being happy with it is not enough anymore. You got to look at what the world calls successful. And then you get there, and then suddenly that success is not enough. You must appear more successful, especially to the people around you. What happens then is you stop asking whether your moments matter and mean something to you, and you start asking, will it mean something to everybody else? Because after all, I'm going to put it online. Don't everything go online? The folks, there'll always be somebody with a bigger house, a better car, that's skinnier or more built or whatever. It's a rat race, and the rat's going to win. You ain't. And if your identity depends on winning some sort of comparison with the entire world, everybody but not you, or everybody that's not you, you're comparing yourself to them, you're running a race against them, Peace is always going to escape your grasp. It's always going to be a step ahead of you. That's one of the world's cruelest tricks. It can give you abundance and still convince you that you don't have enough. The problem with money isn't having it. It's when money stops being a tool that you use and becomes the answer to the question of who you are. When wealth becomes your identity, well then, every financial loss that you ever sustain is going to feel like the loss of yourself, because that's who you are, your bank account. You wreck your car, you're going to feel not yourself because the car was you. The same is true with attention. The world tells us that being noticed is what will make you valuable. It tells you whatever, what kind of car you drive, what kind of clothes you wear. That's what makes you who you are. That's what matters. So people begin performing their lives instead of living their lives. And you say, that person seems fake. Well, it's because they are. But somebody might be saying it about you or me too. So easy, Trigger. That's how a person becomes the product. It seems, online, man, every private moment nowadays must be displayed for the whole flipping world to prove that it happened, to get some validation from it. Who cares what you had to eat, boo-boo? I don't care what your salad looked like. Nobody cares what your salad looked like. And bruh, nobody cares about your build neither. Skinny little old chicken legs up there. Nobody cares. That's not who you are. That's your image. That's your projection. And believe me, you see it differently than others. You're becoming a product. You begin shaping yourself around the expectations of others. And who cares? Especially strangers. What are we doing? Why do you waste one moment caring what somebody you don't even know thinks about what you drive or where you work? You got bills to pay, bro. Go. Get it, sister. Because when applause becomes your food, when you don't get no applause, you're going to feel like you're starving. Pleasure's the same way. The world offers you pleasure aplenty. But that's a substitute for joy, because pleasure is just for a moment. Joy stays, period. Pleasure is right now. Joy still has meaning when this moment is different or more difficult. The world's joy is, it's like borrowing money. It's like a short-term loan with a devastating, interest rate. You got the money now, you got the relief now, but you got a whopping bill coming later. Some choices are expensive even when they seem free. Even free things can cost you your peace, your sleep, your integrity, your health, time with family, or your calling. The whole reason you're here, it can cost you that. And most people don't even wake up. They just decide to lose themselves. And they lose themselves one piece at a time. Like I said, it don't happen all at once. It's one piece at a time. One more night neglecting your health. One more lie to protect your fakeness. One more promise broken to the kids when you said you'd come home that evening. Or y'all could play ball or something, but work. One more compromise against what you know is right, just so you can be accepted by somebody else. You gained an audience and lost your voice. You got some money, but you ain't got no peace. Okay, some people know you. But how many relationships did you lose to get there? Have you gained approval but lost your identity? Who you are? What did you sell to get what you got? You reached the place of success that the world calls success. What'd you find there? Was it the edge? The edge of who you are? Well, when you fall off that edge, then you'll see who God is. Because you can only come to God at the end of yourself. When you come to the end of yourself, you will see Him. I speak from experience. You can doubt whatever you want to doubt, but I know. And you need to know that Scripture offers something that this world can never offer. The world gives you finish lines that move daily. God gives you a foundation that has never moved. We are created in the image of that God. We are known by Him. We are loved by Him. And He gave His Son through Yeshua. We've been invited into reconciliation with Him, back to in right standing with Him. And that identity does not depend on man's applause. It don't rise or fall with your bank balance. Your checking account won't matter. You can't buy what God's given you anyway. But what God gives you doesn't vanish because somebody rejected you. Or you lost your car, or you lost your house, or you lost your title, you lost your job, you lost your girl, you lost your man. None of that matters. That's why I'm saying He's a foundation. He don't move, He don't change. Even sometimes when we want Him to change, He don't change. The world says greatness means that people should serve you. You know, got your bellboy, your servant. Jesus washed feet. The world says your value is proven by how many people are beneath you, right? The kingdom says greatness is revealed in how faithfully that you serve others. And by serving others, obviously you serve God, but you serve God and therefore serve others. You will be known by the fruit. You see what I'm saying? One path moves the finish line every 24 hours, every TikTok. God's path gives you a foundation that don't move. So here's the good news, y'all. As long as you are alive, you have the opportunity to stop running in that race, that fake rat race. The one that everybody else puts you in because you let them. Be like Forrest Gump. Just slowly come to a stop in the middle of the road and turn around. Why'd he do that? Remember? He got tired. He just didn't want to run no more. He was done. Wasn't nothing against running. He was just done doing it. That's where I want you to come tonight. I want you to turn around. I want you to stop running. I want you to realize the foolishness of chasing the things of this world, and I want you to turn around. I'm trying to tell you that repair can be repaired. You see what I'm saying? In other words, God can fix anything. Confess to God where pride has kept you hiding out. Serve somebody who cannot increase anything for you. Your status, your pocketbook. Give without needing anyone to know about it. Give without needing it back, without deciding you will ask them later for it. You got my, just give. I ain't got to explain everything. Yeshua didn't invite the weary to work harder. He invited the weary and the burdened to come and find rest. So tonight, ask yourself where the edge is in your own life. What finish line keeps moving? What does it cost you? What are you sacrificing to reach a fake finish line? Don't wait till you're 90 years old. Don't wait until you reach the edge to question the road. Stop. Just stop. You're tired anyway. Stop. Look at what the pursuit is producing. Look at what you've gotten from all of your hard work at trying to impress others, or even you say, I don't care what other people think. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. About certain things you do. If it's a car that you want, then you'll care what somebody that has that car thinks of you. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie. Don't lie, number one, to yourself. Look at what you're producing and what you're losing. Listen for the voice of God beneath all of the racket. You don't have to fall off the edge of yourself. But I encourage you. Fall off the edge of yourself and into the hands of the one that made you. The one that never changes. The world will take everything from you if you give it. And it'll still tell you that it wasn't enough. God says you were enough before you gave him anything at all. God said you were enough when he created you. Stop the rat race. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, y'all. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Share, like, and subscribe. Peace.